Hello, me hearties, and welcome back to another episode of Colin and the Ketones. So today we're going to discuss why I lost weight in Carnivore but couldn't keep it off. Why is he still bigger? If you look back at my videos, you go over to my other channel, which is Colin and the Ketos Chronicles. You will see all my shorts. Go back a few months, probably go back between January and March, and then start falling forward, and you'll see that I had a lot of problems when I moved back from France, because I was working over in Disneyland Paris. I was in the Lion King show, check it out. And I came back here and I had my family around me, which when I was over there, I didn't. And it was a lot more difficult. And I came back, I wasn't able to focus. So I started back the coffee, because I'd stopped coffee for, 3, maybe 4 months. When I got back on it, I got addicted because I really enjoy the social aspect of coffee. I do like the taste of coffee, but not as much as I like the social aspect. So it's finding something, I don't know, kind of having my hand and sit with people, something I'm enjoying just to make me relax. And the other thing is that I was able to go to a supermarket every day. I didn't have to rush home for the family. I could go to the supermarket. I could literally just say, can I have a steak, get some mince and get some bacon and some butter, and that would be it. So that's what I was doing. Now when I'm at home, I've got to think about the family. My other half, she works, and I'm kind of full-time with the kids, so I have to make food for them, which makes it really difficult. And I'm sure a lot of you are having that same problem, but for me, I didn't have it, and then I suddenly had it, so it threw me. And then I also got this commercial. We ain't got no troubles, no reason to complain. 'Cause here in Great Old Britain, we just love it when it rains.
Morning.
We're cozy here at home,
Even though it's not our own. But wait a few more years and who can say? Everything is just fine. Everything is grand. Your life can get no better when you're living by the letter in this pleasant land. Everything is just fine. Everything is great. The streets can't get no cleaner, nor the rat meat any leaner. No, life is just first rate.
Everything is just fine.
These fish fingers are a steal.
Price is up a smidge.
Just 100 quid a meal.
Empty purse, but hey, could be worse if there was nothing in the fridge.
Strategic realignment means I get to work for myself.
Yeah!
Paying off my law degree with tips from each delivery. Excuse me, sir, I have your tandoori. Everything is just fine. Everything is grand. Your life can get no better when you're living by the letter in this pleasant land. Everything is just fine. Everything is great. We're soldiering on. We're doing our bit.
We're off to Dubai. It's time to jump ship.
We're tightening our belts with a stiff upper lip. 'Cause everything's just fine.
Yeah, I was doing that advert. I had to go over to Romania to film it. And it was really good, but I was under the impression before I went there that there would be no meat. I didn't know Romania. So I pretty much stopped because I didn't want to go through it. You know, when you go on to Carnivore, I get a lot of problems with my stomach. I have to go to the loo a lot. And I didn't want to be doing that while I was filming. So I changed back to normal food, which was okay for a while. But when I got over there, I found out there was loads of red meat. And I was like, how annoying, but it put me off for the whole summer because the kids go out on vacation. I was in a little bit of a problem where I couldn't get time to get back onto it and go through the motions of getting back onto it, which I'm doing right now. We went for a holiday and then we went Came back, we went for another holiday, and that's me now. We're in November, end of November. I'm just getting into this. I'm pretty much starting the same time I started last time, but I need to keep it going this time. So yeah, so that was a big mistake. The other thing was I was having cheat days, but the cheat days weren't planned, so I was doing it off the cuff, and I just got into a rolling situation where I was just starting to go, I'll cheat here, I'll cheat there, I'll do this, and I just ended up falling off the wagon completely. But the good thing is, it did take me from May, end of May, till October to start getting all the bad things happening again. So I had my IBS that started coming back, my psoriasis, I don't know if you can see it now, it was worse a little while ago if you look back at my videos, but that's pretty bad. Just a few other things within my body that were having problems. I think now, I was looking before, my cramps that I was getting in my stomach, I still get them, but I think we've discovered that I've got a vitamin D deficiency, because I went to my doctor, I'd got my bloods done and everything. Everything was great apart from my vitamin D and my folic acid. So if anybody knows any information on that, great, tell me in the comments. But the doctor thinks it's the vitamin D, so I've been getting these tablets from the doctor to try and increase, but I don't think it's a big enough dose, because I do feel change, but I still feel like if I do some sit-ups for too much, it clenches, it goes like that, and I can't move. So I've got to sort that out so I can get into the gym, because that'll boost my results a lot. I have now planned out cheat days throughout the year. If I'm struggling, I've got these things to aim for. I can literally now go, okay, right, I've got a cheat day come up soon. So if I just stick to this, and this is how my brain works, I'll just stick to this, I'll get to it, and I can have that little cheat in that day. I'm going to be holding myself accountable by using fasting as a mechanism to hold myself accountable, as I said. I think I'm repeating myself. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be holding fast. So I'm going to be using 16, 18, 24, and 36 hour fast. And I'm going to be using them depending on the severity of the cheat. The whole process is explained in another video. Here's what the plan is. I'm going to be having meat, so red meat. So I'm going to be having steak, beef, lamb. Occasionally I might have some chicken. I know that's not red meat, but it's just because of situations where I am. I'm going to be having eggs, butter, and I'm going to be having bacon. And that is basically all I'll be having. The chicken is going to be just necessity, and I will point that out. My biggest problem that I have is to do with things like mozzarella sticks, like cheese sticks. I need to cut cheese completely, because it's okay to have it on carnivore, but if I'm one of these people that has way too much, so I get addicted to cheese. So I'll keep having. So if I see mozzarella sticks, it's the first thing I order on a menu. That's how bad I am with that. So I have to keep that for those cheat days and not have it, and really force myself not to have it. I am going to be having, while I'm getting into this, I'm going to be having mayonnaise, and I'm going to be having hot chocolate. I know, hot chocolate, plant, but the reason being is that I need something, as I said, from a social point of view, and I'll do a video on that, how I feel about that. But from a social point of view, I need to have, like if you hold there, right there, I've got this cup. Now, it does say coffee on it. There's water in it right now, but I can only have water for so much at the moment, because I don't know what's going on with me, but it must be to do with some sugar addiction. Even though I don't have that much sugar, but I do have it. I've moved off the coffee completely, because I've been getting like pains here underneath, and when I stop the coffee, I don't get them. So I'm not sure if it's indigestion or what, but it was one day last year before I started. It was actually what prompted me to really get into it. I had a pain for 3 days under there. And then when I took off the coffee, it went. So there must be something that I'm allergic to, or something is damaging me inside. So I have to fix there. So I will be using this, and I will be getting hot chocolates. I will wean myself off of that as time goes on. I'm not going to mention it in my videos that I'm having the hot chocolate, but just know I am going to be having some hot chocolates. But if I want to have it, I'll have it, but I won't be putting it in the videos. So that is the plan for that. The mayo, I love mayo. I love it so much. But I will be trying to maybe work out how to make my own, because I always mess up. So yeah. Hopefully there'll be a video on that as well. You never know. Avocado mayo by Colin and the Ketones. No. So, yeah, that's it for today. I am going to love you and leave you. I hope you could subscribe, like, comment. Comment if there's anything in the video that you think's completely ridiculous. If there's anything that you think I'm going to fail with, anything you think I'm going to be really successful with because you have been able to be successful yourself on it. Any help will do, and if there's anything I can do to help you, just give me a shout in the comments. I'm just going to keep going as long as I can, and I will see you soon. These coffee mugs are great. They say coffee on them, and I can trick people into thinking that I'm drinking coffee, which is great. Kind of. So, okay, I shall see you soon. Goodbye.